welcome to another edition of Sports Extra. I'm Nick Spiliopoulos, joined alongside our Nathan Hawkins. Nathan, week 2 of the high school football season, we start to get the first glimpse of what teams are really capable of this season. What did you see in the field tonight?
I mean, I saw some really good football. In some of the higher classes, too, I had a couple matchups with teams who have been perennial section contenders, and they did their thing, particularly one game that we're going to get to in a sec. But we got another game first, right, Nick?
Yes, we're going to start with the Stewartville Tigers. Vince Wellick in the back-to-back state 3A champion Tigers making their home debut in 4A against Totino Grace. Eagles with the first possession. Henry Cohn botches the handoff. Tigers defense falls on it. Fumble recovery credited to Thomas Lofgren. Nothing coming of the Tigers' first offensive drive, but Lofgren, making his presence known, sheds the block with emphasis. The tackle for loss shuts down the Eagles' drive. So Stewartville having success on the ground. Simon Emanuel gets to the edge, tiptoeing along the sideline, but the dive for the pylon comes up just short. But what does head coach Garrett Muller do? He goes right back to Emanuel, right up the gut. He gets rewarded with the score, 8-0 Tigers after the conversion. Stewartville, they're looking legit in Class 4A. Another quality win, 20-14 over the Eagles.
You talk about looking legit. We go to Byron. In week 1, the Bears dominated a team that went to state last year. This week, they play another in the Orono Spartans. Orono is fresh off beating the reigning Class 4A state champions. But don't tell that to the Bears. Late in half one, Evan Durst says, "Give me that." The pick would salt away the half. Byron leading Orono 19-0. Second half, screen pass turns into a fumble. Jordan Heimer falls on it. Byron's defense stifling any potential Orono momentum. Ensuing drive, Carson Heimer showing off the moves. The Byron Bear running like a maverick. He brings it in to the red zone. That clock continuing to tick in the second half. The Bears get it to the 4th, and as they dwindle the timer, there's Carson Heimer. It's just September, but this is a statement against a really good Orono team. Byron wins 32-13. Make them see stars, the sign says. Well, the stars align for the Kasson-Mantorville Comets in their home opener tonight against Minneapolis Washburn. Early third down in the game, Jeremiah Peterson Gordon bulldozes the QB. Comets get it back after a punt. Miller's again with the rock. Now that throw is going the other way. Cameron Tottingham puts the Comets in prime position, and it would take only one play to capitalize. Jeremiah Peterson Gordon stops a couple guys in their tracks. That's 6 points for Kasson-Mantorville. How about some trickery now? Logan Lukes gets the pitch, but he's looking to throw a double pass. Look at the wobbler, and look at Tottingham coming back for it. That's a heck of a catch on a wild play, and Comets would make sure it was worthwhile. Soon after, Parker Richards surges up the middle. That's 6 points for number 7. Kasson-Mantorville is 2-0. They win today 35-14. We take a look at one score here for you. Winona winning big tonight, 67-12.
Now we're going to bump up a class to 5A. Isaac Peterson and the Mayo Spartans looking for their first win of the year, hosting the Cadets of St. Thomas Academy. Cadets leading 10-0 with the first drive of the second half. 4th and 4 in plus territory. The quarterback using his legs to scamper across the marker for a new set of downs. Same drive, 4th and goal on the 1. They hand it off to Dominic Baez, who follows some strong lead blocking. St. Thomas Academy leading 17-0. Ensuing drive, Spartans in 3rd and long. Peterson rolls out of the pocket. Todd Rogalski knocks it free. Ball's on the carpet for quite some time. Christian Sergalou grabs it underneath the pile. Cadets with the takeaway. Mayo holding St. Thomas Academy to a field goal attempt, but they call the fake. Landon Sunday for the Spartans, though, making the big play, punching through the receiver's hands. That's a turnover on downs. Mayo would score 12 unanswered in the 4th quarter, but the Cadets hold on to win 17-12. Mankato East, now they come in to this matchup riding a dominant win over Owatonna as they face the John Marshall Rockets. East, right out of the gate, defense starts to make a statement. But Sevi Vath, keeping it on the ground, stopped by a fierce East front line. Next play, Vass dropping back to pass from the 46-yard line, picked off by Colton Steer. Steer immediately brought down by the Rockets offense. Go ahead into the red zone. Cougars quarterback Kellen Willert connects with Lucas Gustafson, who takes it in for the score. Cougars lead early. East offense back on the field after another strong defensive stand. Steer making plays on offense, juking defenders, powering in for another score as East extends their lead. Steer finishing the drive by breaking a few ankles to convert on the 2-point attempt. Tough night for John Marshall on the road. They fall 48-26.
The Owatonna Huskies make the trip to Mankato tonight to take on the Scarlets of Mankato West. Both these squads fell in season openers. 4th down for the Scarlets in the red zone, but Owatonna makes a strong tackle to force the turnover on downs. Huskies turn now. Aiden Tackman, a play action, loading up the deep one to Zach Rosner. That's a big gain for the Huskies on the nice throw and the nice catch. Owatonna would end up with a 4th down situation. Tristan Graham tries to hit the edge, but he is stuffed by the Scarlets. And Mankato West would turn it in to momentum. Deep in their own territory, Trevor Sheldrup gets loose, and he wouldn't be stopped. That's a house call, and Mankato West would win it in their house. Owatonna falling 35-7. We check one score for you. Century falling to Chaska tonight, 31-12.
We've got plenty more when we come back on KTTC's Prep Rally. Game of the night, Houston visiting Mabel Canton.
But first, the I-90 rivalry between Albert Lee and Austin is back for the first time since 2022. We'll be right back.